Hello, my name is Jeremy Walker and I'm the pastor at Maidenbower Baptist Church in Crawley in West Sussex. This video is something of an experiment, but I hope nonetheless it will be helpful. It's perhaps the first of a number of videos that I might be making over the course of the coming days, in the hopes that they'll be of some help and encouragement, instruction and direction, not just to the people in the church that I serve, but also in the wider community of Maidenbower and Crawley at large, and perhaps further afield. But my primary concern is to do good not only to the people who come to Maidenbower Baptist Church, who are Maidenbower Baptist Church, but also to speak something of God's good news to our community at what is a very difficult time for the nation as a whole and really the world at large. There's a great deal of uncertainty and instability in these days. No one seems quite sure what's going on. Claim and counterclaim, fight back and forth. Various bodies of experts are all telling us things that they think that we need to know. And at such a time as this, especially if we're perhaps more inclined to fearfulness, if we're more timid, if change disturbs and unsettles us, these kinds of events, these kinds of troubles and dangers can terrify us and shake us. So where do we turn when everything around us seems to be shaking? Where do we look when we ourselves are terrified? What, if anything, is going to be an anchor for us when everything else seems to be blowing and storm-tossed? In the scriptures, in a prophet called Malachi, in chapter 3 and verse 6, God speaks to his people there particularly and says, "I am the Lord, I do not change. Therefore you are not consumed, O sons of Jacob." And it's that first assertion that I think is going to be very helpful for us and very necessary for us to know in these and coming days. I am the Lord, I do not change. Everything seems to be changing and changing quickly. The advice that we get seems to change, sometimes day by day, certainly week by week. We're not sure when the next will come. But if you know this God, you know a God who does not change. He is the rock of ages. He is the invincible, eternal, immortal God. He is the one who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There is no variation or shadow of turning with him. And this is what gives the Christian confidence. Everything around us may change. We ourselves may change. But the God that we know and trust is unchanging. He is altogether good. He is entirely righteous. He is always true. He is full of mercy and loving kindness. And it is him and to him alone that we can turn and in whom we can trust in such times as these. So if you're a believer listening to these things, that's your confidence that whatever else may be happening around us, we have an unchanging God. And if you're not a Christian, this is the God that you need. And if you will come to him, entrust yourself to him, believe in his Son, the Lord Jesus Christ, then you yourself will know the blessings, the confidences, and the assurances of being in the saving grasp of an eternal, unchanging God. Thanks for listening.